I think you have to, as a Black artist. I guess I was helped my dad cook dinner. He was watching this program on HBO. I don't remember the name. It's a documentary about Black artists, Black American artists specifically. And there was a line that the Astor Gate said about being a Black artist and the opportunities, being presented to folks like him now, in terms of welcoming him into the mainstream and just like throwing money at him. And how, as a Black artist, you have to be comfortable basically creating in the dark. Not people, not the just white people being just flat out honest. Like, and not white people as individuals, but the industry, which is a white dominated, white male dominated industry, especially at the executive greenlighting level, right? You have to be comfortable with them not giving you your flowers ever. You know what I mean? That's when he said that, I was like, even though he was talking about the fine art world, I was like, well, that's probably the case for all artists and all disciplines. The truth of the matter is like, I went to high school in Bay Ridge. I got called nigger. I had the cops make monkey sounds to me in seventh grade. I got kidnapped. I've had like crazy racist shit happening. My life. Nothing compared to when I had a sales agent tell me that he couldn't sell my movie because I had Black actors who weren't, well known. And not just he couldn't do it, but that it wouldn't sell. It was not gonna, I was not gonna, it was just not gonna work. As someone who had set this plan in motion, right? I'm gonna go to film school. I'm gonna make a feature in film school that I take to Sundance, I'm gonna sell it, and then I'm on my way. That was the plan. And for me to execute it and succeed, but not succeed, no, by no, not because of anything I did at all. It made me think about my grandfather, you know what I'm saying? And how like he came, no one deserved more than him. And it's the old phrase, like you got to work 20 times as hard for like this much of a reward of a white person. And I was like, oh my, this is the shit that my grandfather and my dad and like all these people conveyed to me and said to me with words and that I felt growing up. But it's different when you become an adult, for me at least. It was different when I became a man and I felt it. It was like I did all this work and it's just like no reward. And so when that happens to you, you kind of gotta like, that's why I go back to, you asked about my advice to give young artists and it's really about getting in touch with the reason you do this shit in the first place, because that's really where your resilience lies. You know what I mean? So like, I don't need flowers I don't need anything. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't like chomping at the bit to make a studio feature. I was comfortable making money, directing TV, making my shorts here and there, getting what I had to say out there, funding it myself. I was comfortable with that. The only reason that I made this movie was because I saw the utility in this movie and it was just like, and it became something I had to do artistically. It's just gonna sound crazy, but like, I don't need anything from Hollywood, I don't need anything, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because now that, this movie's coming out and people are, talking awards talk, it starts to chip away at the, protection of layer that you've built for yourself. You know what I mean? I'm in bed asleep and my agent calls me like upset that, we didn't get this nomination or that nomination. And I'm like, bro, I made peace with that a long time ago. Why are you trying to make me care about this stuff? I actually don't want to care about it because I'm better off when I don't care about it because they're not going to give me shit anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I know it. You would have to have me on for like 2 hours for me to tell you the fucking slights that I've experienced in the last 7 years. You know what I mean?